gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. That's reeled in. It's King. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quick shuffle pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door first and goal.
And the Blue Devils trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Power ahead. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Bears the pressure. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
You know, quarterbacks have to be careful throwing over the middle of the field, especially when you're playing against the safety with this kind of range and this kind of football IQ. He was locked in on the QB. He knew exactly where he was going with the ball. He was able to jump in front of it and pick it off.
Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Tigers have it with a first and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. That's caught. It's Brown. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Pulls it in. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's King. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They go to the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Blue Devils will have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, the ground game. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. On the option. Got enough space. Touchdown, Blue Devils. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab down the middle. Hits the crease. Touchdown LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
they're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like...
He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Finds the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on! Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Cross, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They'll go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught near the sticks. It's King. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Anthony. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Duke! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the back. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Got a man, it's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. They'll immediately call timeout. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap it up here in the 1st half. Stay tuned. 2nd half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Turning it on. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Pulls it in. It's Anthony. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anthony. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the outside. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Hall. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Looking to throw. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Takes the easy one to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Send the tight end in motion. They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got it. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Castle. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Going to swing it on second down. He's got him. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback.
There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends. Gets
the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. This one's complete. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
He'll try to tack on one more. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now.
Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. On the run, it's Durham. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
So now it's second and long. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Berry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the right. Zips it out to his man.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking for a huge play. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Bringing the heat. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
LSU.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.